Hello everyone. In this tutorial we are going to talk about the insurance project of the Token of Eternity. Now in order to get inside its the app for me to explain, I'm using the Trust Wallet app here, but there are other apps in Apple Store or other buying sites that you can use as well. Once we are inside the Trust Wallet app, we press on the Discover at the bottom right. Then at the search, we search ether.to. When you go into the app for the first time, the first panel that you're going to see will be the exchange project's main panel, but today we are talking about the insurance project here in the bottom middle. Once we press it, we'll go into the insurance project. Once you're inside the insurance project, as you can see here at the top, there are 4 different options, just like all of the other projects, bar the exchange project. Now the insurance project's main panel is also the panel where you can buy yourselves the shields or the NFTs. I'm going to call them NFTs from now on, and in any of the parts that I talk about them. Now, as you can see here in this top section, there are 3 different batches of NFTs that you can buy. The $100 NFT, which we are currently on, but once you press on the 1000, it will change. The only thing that changes are the numbers here below, as well as the 10,000 batch. Now these colors that you see here represent the circles of the Olympics. If you know what the colors mean, then good for you, but for those who don't understand what the circles and different colors of the Olympic means, it means the population of the continents in the world, with Asia being yellow here, just like here. The color yellow represents Asians, and they have the most population, so the most number here, the 27,325, that is the most number that you see on these colors. Then we have the black, which is the Africans, having the second most numbers. Then red, which is America, green, which is Europe, and blue, which is Oceania. The numbers below that you see are the number of NFTs that is inside of this project, and the numbers at the top that you see, those are the numbers that has been generated from those below numbers and are currently at the hands of the people. The same rule applies to the 1000 batches and the 10,000 batches. This is the visualization that for you to see how many shields there are and how many shields has been sold. But should you want to buy yourselves the insurance itself or the NFT, you will come down here, and this is the part where you can buy yourselves the NFT. At the top it starts with the amount, and by default it's always on the 10,000, so be careful before buying it. You can change the amount, change the batch from here. If you press on the 10,000, this panel comes up, and from here you can change your NFTs batch from 10,000 to 1,000 or to 100. Then we have the years, which are the periods. For the 10,000, you can go up to 5 years this timer, and in those 5 years you have to give 100% of the NFT, meaning 10,000, in order for that NFT to be completed and for you to get the allocated amounts inside of the NFT. This for the 10,000, you can go up to 5 years here, but should you change it to 1,000 here and go back to the period, you will see that the 4 and 5 years are blanked out, meaning that for the 1000s batch you can only go up to 3 years, and for the 100 you can only go up to 1 year. The starting price for the 1 year is 10%. If you give a 1 year's period for your NFT, you need to give 10% from the start in order to buy that NFT. But should you change it to 2 years, let's say, the starting price will be 8%. For the 3 years it will be 6%. 4 year will be 4, and 5 years will be 2% starting price in order for you to buy the NFT. And the percentages cannot be less than the amount that is set here. The starting price for 1 year will always be 10%, but you can increase it. Let's say with the starting price, I'm going to give 20% of it from the start when buying the NFT. You can do that, or any amount of percentage that you want to give. Then we have the payment here, which you can do the payment with either of the three currencies, USDT, Ether, or Eternal. I'm going to select the Ether currency here, and as you can see, in order for me to buy that NFT, I'm going to need to give 478.8 Ether in order for me to give the starting 10% of the 10,000 and buy myself. Then we have the balance, which is the amount of Ether inside of my wallet, which is currently 33 Ether. I cannot afford this, so let's change the amount from 10,000 to 100. Now the starting 10% of the 100 will be 4.7 Ether. Once I press on the confirm, once you've pressed on the confirm, this panel comes up, which is the network of the Polygon. Eternity token is currently on the Polygon's blockchain, meaning that you need to give Pol as network fee in order for you to do a transaction. Right now the amount of Pol that you need to give is this amount here for the network fee, and once you press on the approve, the transaction will be done after it's taken this amount of Pol from your wallet. And once if it's done that, the transaction will be done, and you will randomly get from any batch that you've chosen in the amount section, you will randomly get any of the 5 colors. I, for example, bought from the hundreds batch. In the amount section it says 100, so from these 5 colors in the hundreds batch, one of it will be chosen randomly for me, and I will have bought myself a random 100 batches NFT. Once you've done that, that NFT is going to be sent into your status, where you can check on it and improve on it, or anything that you want, which we are going to see later. This was for the insurances section's main panel. Then at the top you have the prices section, status, and report sections left. Let's press on the prices. Once you've pressed on the prices, this panel comes up, which has actually 2 different sides, the EITS and the shareholders. For the EITS section, there is only one treasury currently. The currency that is getting accumulated inside of this treasury is in Ether. Right now, there are 20 wallets inside of it and 0.2 Ethers inside of the treasury. For a wallet to be able to get inside of this treasury, they need to be at 3-star or above themselves and have sold 215 NFTs in their directs. Meaning that it doesn't matter if you have 215 directs and they have bought 1 NFTs themselves, or 1 direct and they have bought 215 NFTs, it does not matter. The only thing that's required is for you to be a 3-star or above and have sold 215 NFTs in your direct or your level 1. For those who don't understand what I said just now, you need to have watched the tutorial about the fan community project that I talked about in a previous video. Once you have met the requirements here, you can press here on this icon at the right, and the AI behind of this project will check your wallet and see that should you have met the requirements, you will be sent inside of this EITS treasury and will be there for the rest of eternity. Then this was for the EITS section. Now let's go to the shareholders. Once you're inside of shareholders, as you can see, there are 7 treasuries. So I'm going to explain this 3 at the top first, and I'm going to specifically talk about how to get inside one of it, and the same rule will apply to the other 2. Now let's talk about these 3 treasuries at the top. I'm going to explain the hundreds batch, and the same rule will apply to the 1000 and 10,000 as well. First of all, this treasury is called the insurances treasury, and in order for wallet to get inside of the hundreds batch treasury, they need to have bought themselves a hundreds batch NFT, and that NFT needs to be C shielded. You need to have given 100% of it, meaning that you need to have paid 100% of that NFT, and after that the timer, the period that it's in, needs to have been completed. For the hundreds batch, the only period that's available is 1 year, meaning that 1 year need to be have passed and you have paid 100% of that NFT, and the amount of allocated currency in Eternal, the currency that's inside of it that's been accumulated, once this shield has been C shielded, that allocated Eternal will be changed into the Ether currency and be sent into your wallet. And because of that NFT, because you have a C shielded 100 batch NFT, your wallet will come into this 100 batch treasury, the insurances treasury, and you will get one total share of the total amount of funds inside of this treasury. The currency that's being given to those inside of the treasury are in Eternals as well, as you can see from the icon. Currently there are 367.13 Eternals accumulated in these treasuries, and it will go up as time goes on as well. For example, should a wallet have bought themselves a hundreds batch and a thousands batch and have C shielded both of them, then that wallet will be eligible to come into both of these treasuries at the same time and collect their one total share from two of these treasuries. The same rule will apply for a wallet to have two 100 batches NFTs and have C shielded both of them. They will come into the hundreds batch and get a total of two shares from the total amount. This is for the insurances treasuries. Now let's go down to the other three, which are called the Olympics treasuries. As you can see from the icon itself, there is a crown, and on all of the tips there are the 5 different colors. The rule behind the wallet to get inside of these treasuries is like so. For a wallet to get inside of the hundreds batch treasury, they need to have bought all 5 different colors from the hundreds batch. Now listen to this carefully. They need to have bought 5 of the colors from the hundreds batch, not from the 1000 or not from the 10,000. Let's say, for example, a wallet has bought 2 of the colors from the 100, 2 of the colors from the 1000, and the remaining one from the 10,000, and have C shielded them. They will not come in any of these treasuries. They need to be, all 5 different colors need to be from the same batch. Now let's explain the hundreds treasury, the Olympics. In order for a wallet to get inside of the hundreds batch Olympic treasury, they need to have bought all 5 different colors from the hundreds batch and have C shielded all 5 of them. Once they have C shielded all 5 of them, their wallet will be sent inside of this treasury, and they will get a total of 1 share from the accumulated Eternals inside of the treasury. Then at the bottom we have the Eternals treasury here. The rule behind this is a little different. For a wallet to be able to get inside of the Eternals treasury, they need to have one NFT, and more than 15% of that NFT need to be paid with the Eternals currency. Once they have done that, they will be able to come into this treasury and get a total of 1 share. Now the question arises, let's say, for example, there are 2 different wallets, and one of them have bought from the 100s batch, the other has bought from the 1000s batch, and both of them had met the requirements to get inside this treasury. So in that regard, it doesn't seem fair that they both get 1 share from the treasury, because the 1000s batch has given more Eternals currency and and the other currency in order to complete that shield down the hundreds. And the answer to that is that they actually don't get share like so. The rule behind it is like this: if a hundreds batch has met the requirement and come into this treasury, they will get a total of 1 share. For the 1000, they get a total of 10 shares, and for the 10,000, they get a total of 100 shares from the total accumulated currency inside of this treasury. This timer that you guys see here at the top, that starts as season counter 0. Its timer starts with a 1-year countdown, and 2 weeks after it ends, a 3-month cycle begins. All wallets that were in the treasuries at the end of this timer or before the next season starts will receive their rewards every 3 months. The accumulated eternal currency will be given to the people who are inside of that treasury. Let's say, for example, one wallet has been able to come into the Olympics treasury, and no one else has been able to do so. Once this timer runs out, that wallet alone will be able to get this 32 eternal inside of the hundreds batch treasury, or the 1000 or the 10,000. The reason I'm saying this is because that even if one wallet has been able to get into the one treasury, that accumulated currency inside of it will be only given to those. This timer that you see here actually started as 1 year, but you probably are confused because here it says season, and seasons actually aren't 1 year. That is because for the starter, there is a timer here at the top. Timer, there is 1 year. It says that this season will change from 0 to 1, and the new timer, which will be a 3 months timer or 1 season, will start. And after that, if any wallet has C shielded, they will come into any of the treasuries that eligible for them as well. And that is it for the prizes section of the project. Now let's go into the status. Once you are inside the status section, as you can see, there are 2 different sides. Right now we are currently in the shields, and at the top you have the sales report option as well. Let's talk about the shields first, then we will go into the sales report. In the shields at the top, as you can see, it says that the total allocated ET, this is the amount of Eternals that's been allocated from all of the 4 shields that I have in this wallet. The total amount of the allocated from all of these shields equals to 12.79 Eternals. The amount of shields that I have is also shown here, which is 4. Then the C shields are completed shields that are recorded here, that I don't have any C shields currently, and not any of the timers of them has run out, and I haven't completed any of them yet. I have only completed 10% the starting price for me to buy the shield. Then we have the shields paid with ET, which I talked about in the prices section. You need to give more than 15% of the total percent of the shield with the eternal currency in order for you to be eligible to have gone to the Eternals treasury, and that shield will be recorded here. Then we have the group action. If you press on it, let's say for example the group transfer, as the name applies, you can choose not only one but all 5 or 3 or 2 or 1 or any amount that you have. You can just select all of them, and in a group kind of thing, you can group action kind of thing, you can give, let's say for example, pay all of them or pay a percent of them, or you can even buy back all of them. You can do anything you want. The buyback option that I said just now, I'm going to talk about here in individual shields. But for now, let's go on. We have the delegate option here as well. Once you press on it, it will want for you a wallet address, and once you have confirmed it, that wallet will be your delegate. Then we have the air section here at the bottom, which is currently 0%. It's kind of an allowance thing. Think of it like a father giving allowance to their children, or any other wallet address. You give a wallet address here. Let's say, for example, 10% of the total amount of my income in this project will be given to this address as, let's say, allowance kind of thing. The air mode here that you see that is currently turned off, if you turn that on, it's kind of like a switch thing. You turn on your air mode, meaning that your kit has an allowance. You turn off your air mode, meaning that your kit's allowance has been blocked currently. Now that we have explained those at the top, let's go to the shields. But first I'm going to explain this yellow shield at the top, and the same rule will apply in all of the other shields. Once you press on the shield itself, this panel will come up that will show you the shield in more detail. The token IDs here that you see at the top, which is 10,003, this is the 10,003rd shield from all of the batches shield. It doesn't matter it being the 100th batch, 1000 batch, or the 10,000. All of the shields that is inside of this project, from all of those, this is currently the 10,003rd shield that has been generated. Then we have the batch code, meaning that from the 100th batch, this is the 9,905th shield that has been generated. Special, it says special E. This is a condition kind of thing, which you will be able to view in the terms and conditions here at the bottom. Special kind of shield that you get at random. You can be lucky and get a special shield which has an ability like this. Should you have a special NFT just like I have here, which is a special E, you will be able to collect your shares 2 times. The mechanic behind this is like this. When the treasury are distributed among the shareholders, the first 15% of it will be distributed between special shield holders, and the remaining 15% will be distributed among all shareholders. After the special, we have the issue date, which is the time where you have bought this shield, which was in the 2024, in the 24th of December. And the unlock date, which is 1 year from that, because this is a 100th batch NFT, will be 1 year later. The C shield condition, it says currently is in no, meaning that I haven't C shield this NFT yet. Then the allocated ET is the amount of accumulated currency inside of this insurance, which is shown as the ET currency or the eternal currency, which is currently 3.3 Eternals. The allocated ET and USDT, it says here, once you have C shielded this NFT, and the allocated ETs that you go into your wallet, those ETs actually get changed into the Ether currency, and then it will be sent into your wallet, meaning it doesn't come to your wallet as ET. The only way you can get the Eternals currency is by participating in the treasuries of this project. Then we have the percentages that I have paid in this NFT currently. I have currently paid 10% of this NFT in the Ether currency, and the ET currency I haven't paid any of because currently it says 0%. Once I have completed this, this bar kind of thing will go up, will be loaded, and if I have paid with the eternal currency, a percentage of it, any amount of percentage that I've given will be shown as the yellow color here. This was for the shields individually and explaining the inside of them. And the same rule will apply in any of the other shields that you buy. It doesn't matter from which batch. This blue up button here that you see that says confirm, let's press that. Inside of it, there are different options that you can see. At the top, you have the add to reserve. Once you press it, you will be able to give a percentage that you want to pay. Let's say, for example, currently I want to pay 10% of it. Should I change my payment currency from USDT to Ether? It will be shown here as well, which is 4.7 Ether. And once I press the confirm button, it will take its network fee because this is a transaction, and 10% of that shield will be paid. Then we have the complete reserve. This here at the note, as you can see, it says that you can enter your wallet address or another wallet address as receiver. If leave the receiver field empty, then it will be distributed among your heirs. It means here that once the shield has been C-shielded, the accumulated or the allocated ETs inside of it will be distributed among your heirs should you haven't given any wallet address here. You can write your own wallet address here, the wallet address that the shield is currently inside, and once you've pressed on the confirm, once the shield has been C-shielded, the allocated ETs will be sent into that wallet or into this wallet as Ether currency. Then we have the reduced period here. You can reduce the timer on your shields. Let's say, for example, I have bought a 10,000 batch shield and have given 10% of it as the start, or a 2% of it as the start. Because there was a 5 years period, I have chosen the 5 years period when buying that shield or that NFT. I can change that timer here once I press on this blank option here, and I can change that timer from 5 years until 1 year. You cannot reduce it from 1 year less, meaning from the hundreds batch you cannot reduce the timer at all, meaning that for the hundreds batch this reduced period option doesn't actually work for them. The buyback option says that you will be able to get the allocated ETs inside of your wallet from those NFTs, and that NFT, should you buy back, that will be burned and it will cease to exist. It doesn't go anywhere, it will cease to exist. The NFT itself will be useful to you. You can use that NFT in order to get inside of the treasuries and even claim your prizes from the treasuries as well. Then we have here the transfer option. You can transfer your shield from this wallet to another, but should you do that, it will take 3% levy. But should you transfer this shield to one of your heirs, it will take 1.5% levy less. You can write the wallet address here, and once you press on the confirm, the levy will be taken from the allocated ETs inside of the shield, meaning it doesn't get taken from your wallet. It will be taken from the allocated currency inside of your wallet. And once it's done that and taken its network fee from your wallet, this transaction will occur and your shield will be sent to the other wallet address that you've given. At the bottom here we have the gift option as well, which is currently blanked out. Should a wallet buy themselves a shield and they have a 2 hours timer for them to be able to gift it to another wallet. If they have been able to gift it in the 2 first hours of the shield, no levy or commission will be taken from that wallet, and that shield can be sent to the other wallet as a gift kind of thing. But once this 2 hours timer runs out, the gift option here will blank out, as you can see here, and in order for them to send that shield to another wallet, they will need to use the transfer option. This was for the shields section of the status. Now let's press on the sales report. Once you're inside of the sales report section, as you can see here at the top, it says the total income from your directs are currently 56 ET. From these 6 wallets that are at my direct, and the referral income suggests these level ones. It shows them from these six directs, from these 6 wallets, I get myself 56 eternal currency. Then it says the is EITS false. I'm not currently inside of the EITS treasury. I haven't been able to get inside of it. And then it's at the bottom here it says the EITS income, which is currently at 0. But should one day I be able to get into the EITS's treasury, and the ethers that I can get from that treasury will be shown here in the EITS income section. Then at the bottom I have the amount of shields sold. I have currently been able to sell 246 shields to these 6 directs in my level 1. I myself have currently 4 shields, which is shown here in this yellow wallet at the left. I'm currently at 2-star and have bought 4 shields, which shows this. The same is similar to the other 6 wallets here at my direct or the right side of the screen that you see. The first 2 wallets that I have introduced currently have bought 114 and 146 shield. This was for the sales report section. Now let's go to the reports. Once we are inside the reports section, we'll start at the top. The insurance contract address is written here, bold and clear. The EIPM contract is the contract where the shields are generated. Then we have the Ether second treasury. Then we have the total donation insurance, which is the amount of Ethers that has been donated inside of this project. Then we have the total donate EIPM, then the total EIPS. These are all of the shields from all of the 3 batches. This is all of the shields that are currently inside of the project. There is no more and no less. And from these 53,000 and something shields, 13,009 of them has been generated and are at the hands of the people in the digital world. Then we have the burnt EIPS. 728 of the total amount has been burned or buybacked until today, unfortunately. Then we have the total CEIPs, meaning that C shields, if you have C shielded, it will be recorded here. And then we have the get season counter, which is currently on season 0 that we saw in the treasury. Then last but not least, the license. This was for the report, and that's it for the insurance project. Thank you for listening.